All right, let me get this in view so you can see. Okay, during this video, as you know, if you clicked on this video about simultaneous simulacra. Okay, almost sounds like Acura, the car Acura. But if you, I read into it, it's like when I underline that word, like certain words I don't understand, I need to get a full gist of it or understanding of it. What I do is I go look it up, use the tool to go look it up. So, but it's in the Oracle is 193.20. But I'm gonna show you what book I'm in first, so you can know if you want to get this book too. Also, it's called the Ninth Arc, the ninth arch or the ninth arc, but it can be the arch because arc could be ARC, but the ninth arch. As you see, what does it look like? A vesicle, right? A vesicle with the woman. So this is the spider. Well, the spider's mouth is this way too, also. But this is the cover of the book. It's by Kenneth Grant. Okay, and his wife. Forget her first name. She used to do like the cover for him too, also. All right, let me get in the book. Okay. Okay, 193 is the actual, you have the actual book, or that was the message that was sent from this book is called the Akbish, that means spider. So as you see, this is the actual parts of the book, but I'm gonna take you back to 193.20, and what's the book name? Hold on, let me get that together. Okay, as you can see, that they'll give you the book of Ikbash or Akbish. The book is 29. Akbish, you see right here, Akbish 29. This book is about. So right here, as you see, 193:19, incised in the north wall of the tunnel Q that veered aloft abruptly and animated the twin shadows that seeped from the paving stones and strolled along the lane. Okay, so that's what we were at, 192:19. Right? So as you see right here, they give you the actual verse inside the book. And they give you an explanation to what a lot of this stuff means, because Akbish is actually Hebrew. But if you look at Hebrew, I was, but Bobby Hemmett, he learned from the master C. Freeman L., Rise in Power. He learned from him that Hebrew, if you scramble the letters, is her web, but this is the book of the spider, and they're actually talking about they're actually using Hebrew right here, the Hebrew numbers and words right here. They say that, and see how these almost look like PHHZLO. So these are numbers that mean certain things that you put together. Okay, as you see, CHVH means to what? To manifest. Manifestation, Festat. Festat is the old name for Cairo. Okay, so as you see right here, let me see. Okay, right here. Simultaneous simulacra appeared in Fastat, hovered above the tank, congealed, merged with the Camite, as Camite is Egypt. It was Cam, or as the land of the black, Camite. Cam, the Cam totem, like the totem pole, born by Zedai into the lodge room. And they give the explanation. Oh, no. That's going to be another video, actually. But I actually read a little bit too far. But Festat, as I said, that's actually Cairo, the old name for Cairo. Okay, but manifestation, Festat is what? Set. What I learned that early in this book, Festat means, let me pull it up. Oh yeah, I remember I wrote it down one day when I ran across it. So, Al is ancient name for Cairo or Festat or Fostat. Dark, dark matter. Ni, Amen, the God hidden, the hidden sun behind the sun. Festat, Cairo, the locus of the double current. Awaz, new Isis. So that's when Set and Isis ends up together. But I did some reading on that in this book. So this is a book about the web, as in Hebrew, her web, and the spider navigating. But you can only navigate through a doorway, a portal. Okay, if you have the doorway, a good amount in your doorway in DAATH, and your DAATH, your melanin is so crazy. Right here, it's so crazy. I was talking about this today with somebody. DAATH. Let's go back to this part. How they were saying the hidden, right? So between these nodes, the power of the ancient witchcraft Hecate. As you see the goalpost in football, that's the symbol symbolistically for Hecate in old Kemet or Egypt, as you see right here. See, right, that's the symbol for Hecate. See, Hecate, or Heka. So that's the symbol, the goalpost. So it's all just a big ritual they run when they play football. You're supposedly like cheering for the supposed gods on the field. You see what I'm saying? So, and that's what I kind of pulled myself away from football years ago, but they use it as ritualistic too also. So everybody does rituals. If you really don't know, you do, but you do. All right. Okay, right here. What was that? Hecate is transmitted from New Isis via the secret or hidden back door, which is conceptually speaking behind DAATH in the seraphatic system. DAATH is right behind your neck. So as you see, the hidden back door, that's why they say on the Kabbalah, the dark side, or Darth Vader. I used to, when growing up as a child, if you don't understand certain things, you won't understand certain things. You don't hear it right. So I used to think it was dark, D-A-R-K, like, dark or dark matter, but it's Darth, D-A-A-T-H, and it's actually on the Kabbalah. The Kabbalah is part of the tree where your melanin sits, where your soul is, right? So what I hear what he's saying, between these nodes, the power of the ancient witchcraft Hecate or Heka is transmitted from New Isis via the secret or hidden, that which is hidden, occultum, or occult. That means that which is hidden. But the word for the word melanin, it used to be called occultum before it was called melanin. So occult means that which is hidden, the back door around the back of your neck. So you seen in that video where I just showed you when that being or that woman we see in a physical possession, physical body, she needed some souls, so she reached in the back of his neck. The back what? The back door, hidden back door. So they say the dark side of the tree. So is it Luke, I am your father, the dark. So you have to go to the dark to get to the light, right? Okay. So that's how we got to break it down, synthesize it to a broken down component to where we can get it. And we can look at it like, that's why they put certain things in movies or cartoons or comic books or whatever it is, any type of entertainment, but it's really just mythology. Okay. So, hidden back door, which is, conceptually speaking, behind DAATH in the seraphatic system. The verse number conceals the secret key of Isis, which is to be found beyond the 9th arc. Now, I'm sitting there, doing a little bit of research. I got like part 2. I was in this research film on dark matter. See how we saying dark matter, go through the darkness of light. And I was listening, and I was doing something at the same time. I'd be listening, and so when it said 9, I was like, wait a minute, 7 plus 2. I'm like, but I'm gonna show you something.
that we would see if we were standing outside on a clear night is something called the Milky Way. The Milky Way is a band of what looks like a cloud, what looks like milky whiteness stretching from one edge of the horizon to the other edge. If you were able to look closely enough at it, you would realize that this...
Now, we're going to go back.
You would realize this thing that looks like...
Okay, Milky Way. You have to look at it. As you see in the front of the book, I showed you the cover of the book, which is what? A vesica or a vagina. You see the walls, the ninth arch, or the ninth arch. These are the walls inside. So you reach higher heights. You know, so just because we see it out and about above us, that which is outside us is inside us. So that's why I say, when you say the Milky Way, when you what, having sex, when your woman is really, really getting it going, and she, y'all feeling it together, and and she starts seeing that's the Milky Way too. That's why they're starting to say the Milky Way is getting closer and closer to us, because it is us. Everything outside of us is in us. Watch this.
At it, you would realize that this thing that looks like a cloud is in fact made of stars. The Milky Way is a huge collection of stars, and we can look at it better in the real world. We can have a satellite.
That's the stars inside. Even though we see it as in physical, oh, she's just really wet, yeah. But that's when you go and reaching those different levels. You're able to surpass certain levels when you're able to stay strong while you're in it, instead of always giving up and going to the physical side of, oh man, she fine, and then you just lose it all. So I'm gonna start getting into some other things, and that's very prevalent to this.
So in fact, NASA's COBE satellite, which is short for Cosmic Background Explorer, took an image of the Milky Way. Here's an actual image of the Milky Way taken from a satellite. It looks like a galaxy. It looks like a picture of the galaxy that you would see.
So, they say Isis is the what? The throne. The throne is what? Chaos, the darkness. When you're inside, he said we spent our whole life trying to get back in. But look, if you turn it sideways, just like the spider, the mouth is like that, just like the vagina. It's fitting that they did it almost like in a vesica. You turn it sideways. So that's when you get to that's what Typhonian, they use sex as sex magic too also.
Taken by any other telescope, it looks like it's taken from the outside. But we really live inside the Milky Way. The trick is the Milky Way is a disk. So you imagine a disk of stars all orbiting around each other, and we're located near one edge. So when we look inside, we see the center of the Milky Way is a concentration of stars. You see less stars in other directions, very few in the opposite direction. We're embedded in a plate-shaped collection of stars, and that is called the Milky Way galaxy. The Milky Way has about 100 billion stars in it. What you see in this picture is a lot of galaxies. Almost every little dot in that picture is a galaxy all by itself, with literally billions of stars in it. So Edwin Hubble was the one to figure out that the universe is big, that not only do we have a galaxy with 100 billion stars, but that galaxy is not unique. It's one of 100 billion galaxies spread throughout the universe. So that's a nice picture of what the universe is made of. It's not an island. It's not just the Milky Way galaxy surrounded by nothingness. There's a collection of galaxies spread out.
So when they say you are your own galaxy, and it's like hundreds of millions of people, so what if we're having our own galaxy around us, and say that's your aura, that's your galaxy, or your energy, that's your energy, that's what you have around you, what's in your house, what's in your mind. Empty house, full mind. Full house, empty mind. You're letting things occupy you, but these are like just, you can use them as tools, not just for just having them around. So same thing. So everybody has their own galaxy. It's millions and millions and millions of galaxies, and it had million and billions of stars in those galaxies. It's not like they're double talking, but they are double talking to the point where they're talking about what they have in front of them, which is only an illusion, to hope to keep it together.
But don't get complacent, because the universe is not just staying there, it's getting bigger. This is the second important fact about the universe. After the fact that it's big, the second fact is that it's getting bigger, and this is also discovered by Hubble. He was not the first to get onto some idea like this. In fact, an astronomer called Vesto Slipher noticed that galaxies that he observed tended to be redshifted in the light that came from them. So what does that mean? When we have atoms giving off light, it is very frequently the case that the...
So you got to think Adam, as in man, Adam and Eve. Eve is what? Energy. So you just said hundreds and millions of stars in your Milky Way. I guess the Milky Way, and this Milky Way galaxy is more galaxies than that one Milky Way galaxy. It's not just nothingness outside, even though it's contained by nothingness. It just shows you that there's more in the nothingness than just one galaxy, which is the one we're supposedly in. So he's going to show you how this comes together.
It gives off in a certain kind of atom is always at the same frequency. The wavelength that you have of light will be determined by what kind of atom is giving it off.
So it's almost like energy when you're having sex. It said it was like a red is giving off a red. So I know women have their they're connected to the moon. And there's a moon deity called Sin in Mesopotamia, or Khonsu in Kemet or Egypt. And so he was very knowing of the times when the woman would be having her menstrual cycle. And just said the red is a signal wave. So like a signal wave, that means it's coming what? Through those stars. Those stars what? Inside the what? The gate or the arc. I mean the arch. So the ninth arch or the ninth gate. Having sex. You ever watch the movie The Ninth Gate with Johnny Depp? The same thing. He reached what? He had to go through the ninth gate. That was pretty much what that movie was about. The Scarlet Woman, the redheaded woman. Scarlet Woman, the one that has what? Sex. And you know, if you watch the movie, you know what happened. So yeah. But yeah, that's what he's talking about on here.
Friedman of Carnegie Observatories and her collaborators have measured the value of the Hubble constant, and the answer they got is 72 kilometers per second per...
Wait a minute. Hubble constant. 7 plus 2 is what? 9. 360 degrees. 3 plus 6 is 9. 7 plus 2 is 9. 1,440. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9. And just said the number of ISIS is what? 9. 8 plus 1.
A parsec. So what does that mean? Kilometers per second per megaparsec is telling you the Hubble constant converts from distances to velocities. So 72 kilometers per second per megaparsec means that one galaxy, 1 megaparsec away, will be seen to be moving 72 kilometers per second away from you. If it's 2 megaparsecs away, it will be moving 144 kilometers per second away.
144, like I just said. 70 plus 2 is like 72 plus 72 is 144. Right? 144,000 in what? In the Bible, Revelations. All right. So Revelation, they say, is always, there was a first book written in what? In Mesopotamia or in Persia. So that was the first book written, was Revelation. So they put that book in the back so it won't be on your mind as Revelations. So that's the case. All these people that's leaving, we're the ones left behind. Is it so bad that we have to do the work, do the real work? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is it so bad? They saying, oh, you're going to get left behind. Yeah, they left, but the ancestors, they're going to be coming inside your body and showing you certain things. So when people leave like that, they show you certain things. You're here for a reason, left to what? Uphold what's around you. But yeah, like he just said, it was 144. 144, it sped up. So it's moving it's moving and getting bigger, getting stronger.
From you. So what is a megaparsec? A megaparsec is 1 million parsecs. A parsec is about 3 light years. In other words, a parsec is about 30 trillion kilometers. It's a very big distance. A megaparsec is a typical distance to a fairly nearby galaxy. So this number, the Hubble constant, 72 kilometers per second per megaparsec, measured by Wendy Friedman in the 1990s, is basically setting the scale for the universe. It sets the time that it takes the universe to expand. It sets the distances to different galaxies. So the fact that we figured out what this number is a big step forward in our understanding of the scale and the size of the universe. Now that we...
So as we see, the serious mystery, um, which Earth visited by intelligent beings from a planet in the system of the star Sirius. And they say is all those far away. That's why I say you control yourself from a distance away from you. Hear what I'm saying when I say that. So you're controlling yourself from somewhere else outside of this place. That's why they say all those millions and millions of galaxies around those little dots. So that what if it's all those areas that's being controlled by you, but they have you feel like, wow, look at all that out there, but it's inside you. What's inside is outside, as above so below, as within so without. So it's like you gotta think this is just an illusion. I'm probably having to deal with that stuff sometimes. Like it's an illusion to get past to get to something. All right. So simulacra is a plural noun. Okay, but I'm gonna show you some more things as in Norse mythology. An image or representation or someone or something of representation of someone or something. In 16th century, such as a statue or a painting of a deity, or they had God inside. It was in what was it on? My source is Wikipedia online. So what I'm gonna show you is something from this book. I haven't been in this book in a little while. You have to keep going. You don't just stop at one and you're trying to be an expert at one thing and you get stuck with the ego and shit. So night side of the room. So I said the Kabbalah, DAATH, that's the Kabbalah. So DAATH is the highest part of the neck, like Darth Vader. Luke, I am your father. You must go through the darkness to get to your light. You got to go through your mental, your hell, in order to get to where your heaven is in your head. So while you're down here, that's what you're supposed to turn your what's in your mind all around you. Ashe. All right. Night Side of the Runes by Thomas Carlson, PhD. So it deals with the Uthak, Udul Runa, and Gothic Kabbalah. 2222 just passed. Ashe, my eye. Okay. So we see FYLGJA. I'm gonna get into the diagram of it first. This is the diagram I actually liked the most out of the three that was given. Let me show you the three that were given. Okay, this is now Oud and Bajarka. Bajarka is the one we're gonna be in. That's the crazy part. That's the one I took a liking to out of the three diagrams. I'm gonna show you something right here. This is what you this is Daath right above. That's the mind. So the Daath is right here, right below the neck. So this is the body parts, the sectors of the body right here. So we're gonna go over here. Go X. Okay, and these are it's Gifu. Let's find Gifu. So I'm doing it as I'm talking to you. I'm looking for it myself. So I haven't looked at that in a long time. Hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to it. I wanted to find it so I was in the middle of it. So let me just go ahead and record it. So if anything's on my mind, it'll come up and it'll be meant to be said. So Gifu, Gifu is how you spell Gifu. You can look it up on yourself online. But I'm gonna show you Gifu and what it means. I'm gonna find it. So if you have a book, go to the back of the index and what you'll find, it could help you with certain things. So Gifu is on page 28, 29, 99, 107, 126. So we're going to probably get a explanation for Gifu from 28, 29, and it probably how it correlates with others. So let's go to 28 to 29. Okay, Gifu, the name of this room means giving and sacrificing. So we just passed up what Thanksgiving, right? I feel like I did a great job and got a real understanding of that word Thanksgiving and what it really means. So and it's crazy. I'm pulling this up right now at this time. So and the name of this room was called Giving and Sacrifice. So in order to get something that you need or want, in order to make something happen, sometimes you gotta sacrifice certain things. Okay, let's get down to this. The gods, I read this part a little bit before I got to this. And what that is what I'm going to do is get right into the meat of the situation. I got a little bit more to go and I don't really have that much time. The gods gave humans the soul qualities. See, the soul, Daath, the darkness, soul qualities of happiness, force, and success, and thus receives gifts from humans in return. So that's when they want you to what, get paid like your tithes or give energy or you say their name and give veneration to them. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I am a deity of my own self too. I come from the greater, which is the darkness. So if you come from the darkness, something that greater, that the light, like you said, can only come through through darkness. Light can only come from darkness. Then that's what we came from. We're from the blood and the body of Kingu and Tiamat. So that's where they get the story when they put him on the cross. But we're on the cross every day. The body is a cross. So as you see right here, what? A religious foundation for this is the fact that the gods did not create mankind. The first humans were made of wood. Ask an Embla. Embla, see the cross? You're on your cross when you walk in your daily life. Okay? You are your own savior. Okay? And this it's just coming out. It's just how it's coming out, man. All right, so I show you the books you can go get or what I'm reading out of. It don't matter what I look like. It matters what the work is, what the information is. That's what really matters. So ask an Embla, they're pieces of wood. So that means you on your cross every day. All right. So let me get back to where we were. The Gifu rune reveals an exchange of gifts, knowledge, and force. Use the force, Luke. Use the force. Yeah, using DAATH. He's getting close. He got closer and closer to DAATH at the end of the movie, right? Okay. It reveals how the above communicates with the below and how they are united in the middle. Balance. The rune also has erotic aspects that are connected with the sexual interchange between persons. So as we was talking about the ninth gate, how it all correlates, how melanin, that's what they say Viagra is made out of melanin. Remember, if Shiva and Kali, you see them as what? Color blue. Why is the pill color blue? Blue is high on the melanin chart. If you look at purple, it's purple. Then it's what? Blue. So they were actually darker. There was a dark blue or dark hue blue Shiva and Kali in Hindu mythology. Shiva only turned white because he reached his illumination. That's the only reason why he turned white. Illumination is what? To illuminate, to turn the light on. Watch this. Oh no, it just got dark in here. I just illuminated the room. Shedding light. Okay? Can't have light without darkness. All right, just that simple. They make things so difficult. You gotta start to read what's around us, and things will start making sense. Not just books, but letters and numbers. Your answers is all around. All right. The rune also represents the 6 directions. Okay, so 9 can be a 6. Jimi Hendrix says that 6 can be a 9. 6 directions, the 4 elemental directions, and up and down. So I see it. So I see it as 360. So and just be like up, east, north, and south, right? But now you have an up and down like a spindle, or like like a spindle. So that it's like correlates how Dreamcast used to be back in the day. How Sega Dreamcast used to be. It was like the first one you can really just move your camera around your individual, or whatever. Back in the day when you had that system, with Sonic and all that, or was it Mario? But it was, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was Sega that did that first. So or Nintendo, but I'm feeling like it was Sega Dreamcast. It was always ahead. So if you look at it this way, I'm saying all of that to say this. Okay, so you got to make it seem like think about a camera that's moving around you all day. So it's like it's seeing you in third person, not in first person. That's how people when they were doing their videos, you can see them and what's around them. Okay, the 4 elemental directions and up and down. The Gifu rune is often found on round sacrificial breads marked with the X. X marks the spot, which is what? Women, the highly melanated woman, like they say Isis. Isis, earlier I read in this part of the book, right? 8 plus 9 is what? 9. We just saw that God talking about out of the space with the Milky Way. The secret key of Isis, which is to be found beyond the ninth arch. 8 plus 1. All right, is 9. The 9 ether. So, the ninth arch. Sacrificial bread marked with the X. So the highly melanated so-called black woman, so-called African American woman, has 2 X signs: the pineal gland in her head and the pineal glands between her legs. You get it? So it's 2 X's. We have 1 Y as males, 1 Y and 1 X. Okay, so that's why they're the perfect. The most important sacrifice or gift is self-sacrifice. No magical power or wisdom can be reached without this process. The shape of the runic denotes a man standing with outstretched legs and arms. Odin, the archetype of magicians received by the runes by sacrificing himself, his eye, which is the same thing as Horus or Heru, himself given to Odin, myself to myself. So as you see right here, FYLGJA is your guardian spirit, and HAMR is your soul double. So you got to look at it from as pushing you ahead is your what? Your guardian spirit guide that's pushing you into what? Your HAMR, the shape and or appearance controlled by the HAMR. So didn't it say the double? What does it say right here? The double, the plural noun. To look like an image or representation or something or someone. So that goes back to show you right here. The shape and appearance is controlled by our HAMR, also called the Haman or Ham. In the Bible, Ham, the word means figure or garment. It gives you what? This principle is what controls the outer shape of all living things, your outer appearance. This is the form-given principle. The HAMR is connected to the Svartalfheim, since the dwarves and the black elves are the ones who shape and form things. The Chloramidians, remember in episode 1, the Chloramidians, they were shaping things. So it's the shape of Chloramidians is what? The melanin. He said your Chloramidian count is very high. Your melanin count is very high. He's able to use what? The force. The force is DAATH. You see, DAATH. So we put this together. 9. The 9 art. Go check the book out. There's more in here I wanted to make videos on too also. But peace. You can look through all this stuff too also. I did show the name of this book too also. I did. So yeah, everything's a go. All right. Peace. Kill the day.